My name is Jojo. I am presenting electromagnetic braking system. Electromagnetic braking system contains objectives, introduction, history, working principle, parts and functions, advantages, disadvantages, application, conclusion, and reference. Objectives of electromagnetic braking system. The basic work of an electromagnetic brake is to reduce speed of the vehicle using electromagnetic force to induce a mechanical frictional resistance with the wheels. These kind of brakes operate through an electric actuation but transmit torque mechanically. Next, we are going to introduction of electromagnetic braking system. Electromagnetic brakes are also called electromechanical brakes or EM brakes. They slow or stop motion using electromagnetic force to apply mechanical resistance or friction. An electrical current goes through a coil on the brakes to create a magnetic field strong enough to move an armature on or off a magnetic phase. Next, we are going history of electromagnetic braking system. He held more than 60 patents in the US. He invented the electromagnetic brake in 1887, designed for use on a train. These were initially called electromechanical brakes, but over time the name changed to electromagnetic brakes concerning the way the functioned. Next, we are going to working principle of electromagnetic braking system. The principle of braking involves the conversion of kinetic energy into thermal energy. When activating the brakes, a stopping force several times as powerful as the force that puts the car or vehicle in motion is activated and dissipated the associated kinetic energy as heat. Brakes arrest the speed in a short period regardless of how fast the vehicle is going. An electromagnetic brake uses an electric actuation but transmits torque mechanically. When the brake receives voltage or current, the coil is energized, creating a magnetic field. This field turns the coil into an electromagnet that creates magnetic lines or flux. The magnetic flux attracts the armature. The armature and hub usually are mounted on the rotating shaft. The coil's attraction to the armature and hub brings the shaft to a stop in a short amount of time. When the brake no longer receives the current, the armature can then turn with the shaft. In most type of electromagnetic brakes, spring hold the armature away from the braking surface when power is released, creating a small air gap. Diagram of electromagnetic braking system. Parts and function of electromagnetic braking system. Battery, electromagnetic coil, friction material, armature, plate spring, armature hub. Next, we are going to battery. Battery supply the current to the electromagnetic coil whenever required to apply the brake. Electromagnetic coil. Electromagnetic brakes are also called electromechanical brakes or EM brakes. They slow or stop motion using electromagnetic force to apply mechanical resistance or friction. An electrical current goes through a coil on the brakes to create a magnetic field strong enough to move an armature on or off a magnetic phase. Frictional material by using a electromagnetic force and the properly selected frictional material to provide the slowly or stopping action. Electromagnetic brakes help reduce wear, enhance the performance, and electromagnetic brake can be customized to provide fast action, precise engagement, and smooth backlash-free operation. Armature and hub usually are mounted on the rotating shaft. The coil attraction to the armature and hub brings the shaft to a stop in a short amount of time. When the brake no longer receives the current, the armature can then turn with a shaft. Plate spring. When no electricity is applied to the brake, a spring pushes against a pressure plate, squeezing the friction disc between the inner pressure plate and the outer cover plate. This frictional clamping force in a transferred to the hub. which is mounted to a shaft. Armature hub usually are mounted on the rotating shaft. The coil attraction to the armature and hub bring the shaft to a stop in a short amount of time. When the brake no longer receives the current, the armature can then turn with the shaft. Advantages of electromagnetic braking system: no friction loss, less heat loss, less wear of components, fully electronically controlled, great braking efficiency, potential to regain energy lost in braking, potential hazard of tire deterioration and burst due to friction is eliminated. No need to change brake oil regularly. No oil leakage. Problem of brake fluid vaporization and freezing is eliminated. Less maintenance cost. Longer lifespan compared to conventional brakes. Can be used in industry to stop or declarate rotating parts. No need of ABS. Disadvantages of the electromagnetic braking system: depends on battery power to energize the brake system, drain down the battery much faster. Due to residual magnetism present in electromagnets, the brake shoe takes time to come back to its original position. A special spring mechanism needs to be provided for the quick return of the brake shoe. Next, we are going to application of electromagnetic braking system. In locomotives, a mechanical linkage transmits torque to an electromagnetic braking components. Trams and trains use electromagnetic track brakes where the braking elements is pressed by magnetic force to the rail. They are designated for mechanical track brakes where the braking elements is mechanically pressed on the rail. Electric motors in industrial and robotic application also employ electromagnetic brakes. Recent design innovations have led to the application of electromagnetic brakes to aircraft applications. In this application of a combination motor or generator is used first as a motor to spin the tires up to speed prior to touchdown, thus reducing wear on the tires, and then as a generator to provide regenerative braking. Next, we are going to conclusion of the electromagnetic braking system. The frequency of accidents in now increasing due to an inefficient braking system. Clearly, the electromagnetic brake is an important factor in the safe braking of heavy vehicles. It aims to reduce breakage to avoid road accidents. It also reduces the maintenance of the braking system. Reference of electromagnetic braking system. And thank you all. Thank you.